What's up, good people? What's good, everybody? Hopefully, everybody is doing good and everybody is doing great and amazing. It's another opportunity, and it is on a Wednesday. Yeah, and I've got some lessons to share. I've got some. Um, how can I call them, some mistakes I've identified from today, and I want us to share and talk about them so that we make it to get better in this trading journey, right? So yeah, let's start. And before I get started, I would like to request that, guys, please, you can like this video and subscribe to the channel so that we may form a community, that we may grow together as traders, right? So yeah, I did take 3 trades for today. Which one of them, you can see the two. One hit a stop loss, another one hit TP, and we have another one which is currently running, but I've taken out my pages around this place here, and also I'm now at break even. So if this trade reverses and maybe rallies lower, then I know I could have taken something out, and I want to be negative. I will be taking my trade if I see the price action here that this order block is violated, then I'll be taking off my whole trade, right? But let's see what will happen. So I did have 3 trades. You can see one hit a stop loss from this level, and the other one was card JPY, and card JPY, you can see my trade hit TP there, and it rallied higher, but you can see how near I was to get to being stopped out, but I'll be talking about it. So I would like to start with this Swiss franc JPY that today hasn't really moved. We had this drop lower, then during the New York we can see how it has moved, but not sharply compared to CAD JPY or USD JPY. So let's get cracking how I did interpret the price until I got my lows. So over here I don't know, this is the premium discount levels. I don't want to delete it because I didn't have it before, and then that's why I did make a mistake. So mistake number one is I didn't consider the higher time frame premium discount levels, right? So from the low to the high, you can see where the we have these premium, where the equilibrium and differentiating between discount and premium. And from there, I guess in the 3-hour time frame, that's where we had that small fair value gap. Let me delete something here. Yeah, so this is the fair value gap that we had in discount. So something else I didn't really watch of. So the mistake number one I did do was not being careful of the premium discount levels, right? So what I had seen is we had this order block here, which I dropped lower to the lower time frames, and as you can see, we have this order block paired with another order block. Now this becomes a valid proportion block to me inside the 3-hour time frame. So inside the 4-hour, I didn't spot anything. We had no fair value gap around this one until this 4-hour fair value gap that was between premium and discount. How I wish I had been keen on these premium discount levels, because I could have then maybe considered this inversion fair value gap here. But this is something I've repeated, and it's good to repeat so that I should instill this in my mind. And I got punished in the first trade. So over here again, I did come and see this proportion block that I've said earlier. So I didn't want to see the market close below the consequent encroachment of these this order block. And also something I'm realizing is, I usually talk about a candle closing. I do not mostly consider of the week, right? For this instance, we can see this candle closed above the mean threshold of this proportion block over here, but you can see the wick had done the damage, right? Came and cleared these liquidities here, then we had this other drop to these discount levels, then bought off, right? So also this candle closed above the mean threshold of this proportion block. So sometimes we might consider these how can I call it, this proportion block, like we don't want to see price close below the mean threshold. But what about the wick? See, so the wick took me out, as you can see, and the next candle did the same thing, but had already been taken out. I was chilling, I wasn't watching the market after I'd seen this. Then the market displaced to discount levels. Then you can see how it rallied off and closed above the mean threshold. So something else to be watching or to be keen on is the wick. Sometimes, yeah, I'll be talking about the other example that I was looking at. So let's continue. So something about the wicks to be keen on. Over here also we have the 3-hour fair value gap paired with also a 2-hour fair value gap, as you can see over here. Then the market tapped in, and then we can see the rally higher. And from the 1 hour, so my entry criteria was during these something also, like I was taking my trade after London session, before New York, right? So it's also something I'm noting, that I was kind of impulsive taking my trades earlier before my trading kill zone. So the market tapped into this inversion fair value gap that I was watching. Also it tapped into this previous day high, so something I'll get rid of because it's of no importance. I had labeled it there. Then you can see over here, this was the level I was really keen on for my entry. That was a mistake. I was looking for my entry in premium, but I am supposed to be looking for my entries in discount, right? So the market dipped into this 1 hour fair value gap. This was a fake out. Then you can see how it did rally higher. So to me, this was that I am bullish. I want to be bullish. And the premium discount levels I had used is from this low to the high. Let me put on the, so from the high to the low of these, to this low over here, you can see it, to the low. You can see price had already tapped into discount, but I wasn't keen on the higher time frame premium and discount key levels. So I was watching a 1 hour instead of the higher time frame. So after seeing that, the market retraced higher, and then later on I was taken, but I didn't really wait to see my stop being taken out, because I was able to read what price was doing, and that really helped me out. And how did I do it? So I didn't wait for these to be taken out, this level of mine, because I took out my trade when this candle closed, this bearish candle closed. So I guess you can see over here the market sharply retraced lower, tapped into the consequent encroachment. So to me, these were on this bullish momentum, because I had seen these candles close above the 1 hour inversion fair value gap. You can see these candles closed above, and the candles were respecting this 1 hour inversion fair value gap. So this was a fake out, and once it closed there, I did enter on this candle here. Then the other candle, as it was retracing, so that was my entry, and sharply rallied down. As you can see, it also closed outside this 1 hour inversion fair value gap. That made me see that this trade is really invalid. So I took out once the candle closed. Then you can see how the market rallied, took me out. Then later on, after I'd seen, I had witnessed this, so I came to have this view later on, and I noticed that it had reacted off these 2 hours/3 hour fair value gap. Then I saw the price action, and as it was, I saw this order block being respected over here. We had this large candle close above, we had this other candle, that closed also outside. So as it was retracing to this level, this was my entry. Then from there, I'm in profit. I've taken out my partials and also back to break even, and also really watching to see what this price over here will do, if I should be holding or I should take my trade, or I should close my trade. So that's how I did analyze my Swiss JPY, and the mistake being not considering the premium discount key levels, right? And for that reason I got punished. But I guess the trade over here, if it go for now, because I was risking 1%, I took a partial that has covered a quarter percentage. So I'm also negative for this trade. I'm negative 0.75, because a quarter has been gained through my partials, right? So I'll be watching the price actions over there to see if really I should close my trades. But let's wait for it. So back to CAD JPY, to where I think my stop loss placement was okay. I really had it right today, and didn't get tapped out. So from the higher time frame, what I saw is, you can see we had this inversion fair value gap, and then we had on Monday close above this inversion fair value gap. I guess you can see, let me make it wider. So over here we had this inversion fair value gap. I was expecting to see a drop of price, because it had closed below the mean threshold or the midpoint of this inversion fair value gap. But then we had on Monday that closed above. So Tuesday was also to be bullish, and Wednesday likewise I was to be bullish, and that was something I wanted to see today. But this what I'd seen from yesterday, we had this order block. You can see a candle violated respecting the order block by closing above. Then we had this rally to the order block, then it closed bullish. I don't know from which candle I got my entry, but we'll see. So I guess it was this one. So I'd seen this reaction of at around 5 that finished at around 1. Yeah, this candle had already dipped into no, I guess this is a candle I got. So what how I did base my trade that I was to be bullish is this candle being violated, this order block, by a candle closure above. Also this candle had closed above this week's consequent encroachment. So to me this was a bullish sign, and I wanted to catch bullish prices. So dropping lower, what I'd seen is we had these order block also being respected by this candle that closed above. Then we had this other candle deep into it and respected it by closing above this order block, and dropping also further lower is this candle had closed above these candles consequent encroachment. So to me this was really bullish, and you can see how the candles were respecting this for our order block. So to me this was a bullish sign, and I had spotted this 1 hour inversion fair value gap, which to me was to support prices higher. So what we saw is we had this deep down, then as we'll drop lower to see how I did enter here. I saw this drop down that respected this. So to me I was to be bullish, but something else I'm noting is I should be patient till New York time so that I may be taking my trade, because what I saw is this displacement lower violated this 1 hour order block. Then we had this sharp candle that also obeyed his fair value gap by closing above it, right? So to me I was yep ngacheta ibintu byane this was to be bullish, right? So after I'd seen this candle close bullish, then I wanted to see this movement higher, because this 1 hour inversion fair value gap had been now respected by a closure above it one also. So I was keen on my stop loss placement. I don't know whether it was luck, but you can see I had placed my stop loss, I guess, slightly below this weak consequent encroachment, right? That I guess was around these the rejection blocks over here, the low of this order block. Then the market rallied. It nearly tapped me out, but I think was it luck? I don't know whether it was luck, but I'd let's see whether it had tapped into the consequent encroachment of these. Yeah, it tapped into the consequent encroachment of that week, then dipped lower, didn't tap me out. Then you can see it did rally higher, and managed to secure my profit. So back to the 15 minutes for my entry is I'd seen this reaction of this 1 hour fair value gap, so I caught at this movement lower because I wanted to see an immediate rebalance there, then rally higher. So I entered on this candles movement lower, but it rallied higher, then came lower because maybe the New York session had not yet arrived. But then at around 7 you can see that's when we had this movement higher. I think next time I'll be patient enough to maybe catch these moves with a low risk, or maybe with a secure more stop loss, because if I caught my trade here, then my stop would have been here and my 1 to 2 maybe around this level here. But yeah, but the good thing is I did profit. And something else I'm noting is if I was patient enough and I'd seen this reaction that could have been triggered me to go bullish, I could have waited for either an immediate rebalance or a fair value gap. This fair value gap left, because we have a fair value gap here to be tapped in, but that didn't happen. So sometimes some things like this, so maybe take this trade as it's moving lower, so dropping the lower time frames. How should have maybe I could have anticipated to see this fair value gap being tapped into, but you can see it hadn't been tapped in. So this movement lower, I guess, catch it or maybe enter around here. This candle rally lower, then your stops below the low, and maybe catch your 1 to 2. So that is it for today, and that's what I did see today. And I maybe got lucky, or I'm slowly improving. And for the other reasons, over here I'm holding this trade because it's playing out well, respecting this order block here. So I will not take it out. Let's see whether it will hit TP. The good thing is I'm currently at break even. So that's what happened. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being around. Please like this video as we move. Let's go. Until next time, be safe everybody.